Welcome to the future. Hey. In the middle. Hey guys. Bet y'all thought you saw the last of me and heard the last of me in my terrible microphone, but I have another one. My boyfriend brought me this one. He might have bought it for me. I'm not entirely sure. Hey Rudy, can you confirm or deny whether you spent actual real life people dollars on this, or if you just had it laying around and were generous enough to bring it to me? Thank you. So I got glasses. These are actual real life prescription glasses. I got astigmatism, so this eye in particular, if you want to know what she looks like in the nude, stay tuned for Super Bowl Sunday. I also have a ring light, if you can't tell. And I got it for $4. That's what being an influencer gets you. So I just did a couple virtual interviews, which is why I look like this right now. I never wear these earrings except for interviews. I never wear this shirt except for interviews. It's the closest that I have to something like business casual. I'm wearing sweatpants, right? I figured while I'm here and the setup is going on, I could record, you know? And I'm going to try and stop looking at myself in the screen. But the thing is, I can see, even looking at you, I can see her down there and I can see how crazy I look because, like, the reflection coming through in my glasses. Maybe I should just take them off. Should I just take it off? Is that better? So anyways, I actually did have a video made last month, which was already a month after the month I said I would release a video in next. I'll probably throw in some clips. That video was a mess. I was using a different microphone, which was doing weird things to me. Oh, and I was recording with my headphones on, so I could hear myself, but at a very slight delay, which apparently makes you stupid. I didn't know that going in. I accidentally stupefied myself for the entire video, so there were points where I just sounded drunk. And I swear I wasn't. I would have been way more fun. The whole video, too, it was about, like, New Year's resolutions and how in 2024 people are just like, you're just gonna fail. Don't do it. Don't do it. New Year's resolutions are stupid because you're never gonna change. Buy our thing to prove how stupid buying things for a New Year's resolution is. And look, I just summed it up in like a sentence. That whole video did not need to be made. I don't really have a whole lot of updates for you though. I guess it's the problem with not being like a niche creator on my very popular and often viral YouTube channel. Like, I don't have a format even for what kind of content I should be creating and putting out there. The jog market. That's what I call it when I get on the treadmill at the gym. That was shameful. It's shameful. I don't even know who I am anymore. Anyways, the job market is rough. And, like, I could make a video based on that, right? But am I gonna sit here and go research why the job market is rough right now and, like, business trends and politics and bullshit? No. No, I'm not. So what do you want from me? You want me to just sit here and be like, besties, the job market is tough, and you already know? Probably. It depends. Maybe your life is stable. I couldn't say. But it does seem like it doesn't matter what level of experience you have or what realm/field you're trying to either stay in or break into, you're not getting replies. If you're like me and my crew, you're not getting replies. And I would also think that was just a local problem, except I'm hearing from people all over, they are not getting replies. And my boyfriend, who knows things, is saying it's like all a conspiracy, but not really, that like they're required to post jobs even though they're hiring internally or whatever. I know part of my problem is I'm looking for remote work, and I recently quit my job. that's an update. I recently quit my in-person job, so I'm currently doing some freelance stuff. I'm very grateful that that opportunity arose when it did. I started doing that September of last year, and it's helped me get to where I am now, where I can just be doing that, and I'm making decent money for as long as it lasts, but it is not secure for the future, or at least I have no guarantee that it will be, so I'm looking to get my name out there, cast a net, see what comes back. That's not how you... The job market is rough, and I recently quit my job, and I'm also writing a book. Okay. I've been writing books for probably 20 years, you know. Not a novel, but what I did do was when I turned 30 2 months ago. Yeah. When I turned 30 2 months ago, I was like, why am I not a published author yet? And I've had a couple little things. Like, I feel like in college, one of my professors took one of my like little poems or short stories or something and like published it in their journal, and it had my name. So technically I was published, woo, but not really, you know? So I was like, I want to be a published author. But the thing is, the only thing that I have finished right now is a ton of poetry that I have saved and like gone over now and edited and arranged in such a way that I think it could at least make 1.5 poetry collections, which I would be satisfied with. The thing is, I am not an award-winning poet, so no publisher is going to pick me up. I'm so sorry if you can hear my puppy licking himself in the background. I'm seeing that a lot. When you try to submit your poetry to get your name out there and win awards, what they want is for you to simultaneously have never been published anywhere before, but also have a massive following and a brand and a name already. And I don't understand. I did submit to some like independent competitions and independent like literary magazines and stuff like that. I did get rejected. And then there were some other places that I still haven't heard back from. And honestly, I just don't have the patience or the time. So I was like, I don't want to go through all this red tape of trying to submit for awards just so a publisher will take me seriously, just so I might maybe possibly get picked up and published. So instead, I'm just going to do it myself because there are no rules. I'm 30, I'm a grown-up, I can do whatever I want, and KDP is out there. So yes, I have this entire collection of very angry and often bleak, but sometimes funny, me in a nutshell. I have a collection of poetry that describes me, especially during my 20s. And that's kind of the overarching theme, is like the highs and lows of your 20s. There's a lot in there about emotional stress. There's a lot in there about never having enough time, material woes, including finances and keeping a house clean, relationship struggles, obviously, but that's boring. And you know, on and on and on. It also includes a little bit, I'm still deciding whether or not I want to include it in the final product, but I have some very politically charged poems and like prose, like train of thought kind of things. I'm being censored by a dog. There are certain entries, because it's not all poetry. I'm not a poet, you guys. I've written poetry, yes, but am I in a position to tell you what is and isn't poetry? No. I have very odd tastes myself, so if you're like, poetry, ew, I get it. Trust me, I agree with you. But that's not the point. The point is published author. Stay with me. I'm not sure if they're going to be in the final cut. I'm still toying with it, because they are so politically charged and they're very honest, they're very raw. And on the one hand, politics is so divisive. I don't want to push away certain people who might benefit from some of the other stuff I've written just by making my political opinions very clear on these specific issues, which mean a lot to me. Also, this is supposed to be a very timely collection. This is supposed to be an honest representation of things that I've gone through and felt deeply and things that have affected me during my 20s. And I just turned 30 at the end of 2023. I've been 20 since, no, I turned 20 in 2013, at the end of 2013. So from 2013 to 2023 were my 20s. Are we just gonna pretend that nothing politically happened in that time that would potentially affect me as a human person? That I would have seen and felt some type of way about? No. So I don't know. I'm gonna admit this here and now. I'm a silly goose, but geese are also very intense. I displayed both sides of that. It's gonna have some curse words. I will be putting a trigger warning in the beginning as well. The thing is, if people read my poetry, they're gonna worry about me and they won't necessarily be wrong. I just want to make it super clear though that I am in such a better place than I was when I wrote 90% of this stuff. But there are people who aren't in a better place yet. And so I want to write this so that, like, not only are they validated and they don't feel so alone, because so much of my 20s was just feeling angry and sad and disappointed in myself and alone. I want them to know that somebody else has gone through that and someone else has made it through that to a positive outcome on the other side, even if they're just a no name, no awards, maybe poet person. I did write. I'm a writer. I didn't really have anything else to say in this video, so here I am. Quit my job, writing a book. Who is she? I'm really gonna have to make it so that this isn't just shining in my eyes. Also, my laptop is about to die. Love you, bye. Welcome to my ASMR channel. I am a follower. I'm a she person, if you will. My pronouns are she/person. I'm not tech savvy. I'm from Florida. It's just getting worse. It's more dystopian by the day. A hustle culture emerged and has now, for the most part, imploded, which great if it works for you. I don't believe you, but great if it's working. Hustling didn't work, but we are still very afraid of failure and not being productive enough, of not having that growth mindset and the results that prove it. I'm going to share my New Year's resolutions. I was a teenager. One of my New Year's resolutions was to spend more time in my room. If only she could see me now, am I right? I clearly don't have a lot going on. New Year's resolution, rule number 1, cheat. Checking it off.